Scream wasn't the only one that dropped the trailer today. Stranger Things did as well. So the final trailer for Stranger Things came out, and I have to say this. Okay, out of all the other trailers that I've seen of Stranger Things, well, okay, whatever, whatever, whatever. This one truly got me, and I was just like, okay, now I'm really, and I don't know, I wasn't really all that excited, and maybe it was because it's been so long since they released a trailer for Stranger Things. But after seeing this one, oh, I am definitely locked in with wanting to see this now. Shit, I know the other day y'all did ask me, y'all was like, would you actually go to the movies to see the finale? Because I don't know if people have heard, but yeah, the trailer for I mean the finale is going to air in some I don't know how many AMC theaters, or I'm sure there'll be others as well, or maybe it's exclusive. I didn't really get. I mean, I don't really know for sure, but let's just say in general, Stranger Things, the final episode, the finale is going to be popping up in theaters. So after Netflix was initially against it, now they've kind of come around because I don't know why they don't realize even if people are going to watch something on streaming, try to find ways to, promote and make money. Put it in a theater. I think at the end of the day, a lot of Stranger Things fans will want to go to the theater and check out this movie because they're going to be amongst like people who really love the movie, or the show. So the trailer is nearly 3 minutes, I should say, and it's got a lot of special effects. It's got a lot of emotion. I even like the fact that they used a Queen song in the trailer, so that was like really cool. And now it says we kind of hit the ground running right away this season, which is really exciting and not how we started any other season. This is what Noah Schnapp said, who plays Will, in a statement from Netflix. He says everyone is all in one place and we all have the same objective, which is great because throughout the many of seasons that we've watched Stranger Things, the one annoying thing I've always had with this show is they always had a it's a large cast, so they always like would divide them up in threes. And this one is over here with this group, this one's over here with this group, and this one over here is in this group. So they always had them off on separate adventures, and then I guess by the time we get to the end of the season, then they bring everybody together. I like the fact that they're starting out the season um, with everybody together with one common goal: take down Vecna and keep them from coming in, crossing over from the upside down into our world. Which, based on that trailer, they clearly failed at because we see, a lot of the creatures, including Vecna, coming into the real world and even saying and grabbing up Will's character and saying, I will use you one last time, or whatever the hell he said. This shot right here, which we see in the picture. So, um, according to Matt, well, here's what co-creator Matt Duffer had to say. He said they're not experiencing normal life. Nothing in Hawkins is normal anymore. Their movement is restricted, and there are Big Brother cameras everywhere. So not only are they active, their everyday normal lives are everything but. Now, Millie Bobby Brown, who plays 11, teased that her character is in training mode at the start of the season, saying that she's in a warrior state. As for her mindset, all she is thinking about is protecting her friends. Her friends are her chosen family, so she will do whatever it takes to protect them, and we're going to see that. Now, if for those of you who are not aware, the season will be broken up in three parts, which I always said, like, I kind of wish that Netflix would go week to week. They won't seem to do week to week. So I guess what they're like, we're just gonna have to compromise. We're gonna break it up in three different installments. So we have volume one coming out on November 26th, which is gonna have the first four episodes. Then we have volume two dropping on Christmas, which will consist of three episodes, and then the finale comes out on New Year's Eve, which will drop at 5 p.m. So I guess if people want to spend their time in the theater on New Year's Eve, instead of standing outside in Times Square watching a ball drop, I'm thinking about New Yorkers. Now, anybody else anywhere else, y'all do what y'all do on New Year's. But if you don't want to be doing that, you want to actually spend New Year's, I'll probably be spending it working a fish show because they do that every damn year. And you know, we get paid good money working that. And plus it goes towards 10 events, which means that helps out with my bonus in 2026. So that's always a good time to be working the fish concerts. So for me. So now they also said here's a description of the new season. The fall of 1987 Hawkins is scarred by the opening of the rifts, and our heroes are united by a single goal: find and kill Vecna. But he has vanished, his whereabouts and plans unknown. Complicating their mission, the government has placed the town under military quarantine and intensified its hunt for 11, forcing her back into hiding. Now, as the anniversary of Will's disappearance approaches, so does a heavy, familiar dread. The final battle is looming, and with it, a darkness more powerful and more deadly than anything they faced before. To end this nightmare, they'll need everyone, the full party, standing together one last time. So, now back in January, co creator Ross Duffer said this about the final episodes. He said, "We spent a full year filming this season. By the end, we've captured over 650 hours of footage. So, needless to say, this is our biggest and most ambitious season yet. It's like 8 blockbuster movies. It's pretty insane." Well, that is crazy that they went and they filmed. He said 650 hours of footage. I'm like, and damn, and Netflix frontline all of that. Well, shit, I hope y'all actually, well, I look, that's why I said it's smart if they actually take the time to release it in theaters, like find a gimmick, release it in theaters, and find some way to make a quick buck off of it, because that's a lot of money. I don't wonder what, oh, didn't we? I think we talked about what the budget for this series is. I may have to look that up again. But so then co-creator Duffer added, he said, "At the same time, we think it's our most personal story. It was super intense and emotional to film for us, for our actors. We've been making this show together for almost 10 years. There was a lot of crying. There was so much crying. The show means so much to all of us, and everyone put their hearts and souls into it. And we hope and believe that passion will translate on the screen." So um, I'm looking forward to it. And I think they also said that there are more Stranger Things stories to tell 'em in the works. So and then I also went on to say that it's a bit early at this point to talk about them, but we're deeply involved in every one. It's very important for us that anything with the Stranger Things name on it is of the highest quality and not repetitive, that it has a reason to exist and always blazes its own path. And also, it needs to basically just be awesome, or we need to think it's awesome. And there are a lot that we think are awesome things in the pipeline. So, if they can find a way to make the show interesting, I mean, expand on the universe and make it interesting beyond the whole '80s aesthetic. What if they decide to do a modern day Stranger Things that didn't take place in the '80s, and maybe those characters who were in the '80s will be brought into this new version, and but they're older with kids. I mean, yeah, they're wearing these crazy wigs and all this other stuff, but you can find ways to make these kids look older than they actually are. So it'd be interesting to see what they plan on doing with the Stranger Things universe. But in the meantime, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with the universe that we got going on now. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Did you check out the Stranger Things trailer? Are you excited to see this final season? I have to say, before I wasn't really all that enthused. I wasn't all that excited. But seeing that final trailer, I'm like, okay, y'all finally giving me what I've been craving from this show since the beginning. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.